My name is Ben Alexander. I'm the Traveling Ben, and I am here going to give you a day-by-day recap of my vacation in the Smokies. So July 4th to July 10th were the days of my vacation. So yeah, I actually traveled on July 4th because I had work and all that stuff on July 3rd, so I couldn't go July 3rd. But yeah, I was able to go Saturday, July 4th, and it was basically a travel day on Saturday. And yeah, please subscribe, share this with your friends, turn on YouTube notifications. This is one of the few times that I create long form content. Normally I create short form content. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Yeah, so just feel free to subscribe to everywhere you see me. I'd appreciate that because I love sharing my travels and I love sharing my experiences with you guys because everybody travels in their unique way and I want to share mine with you guys. And yeah, so this is kind of my channel. Day one, a lot of it was in the car, spent going from Marysville, Ohio, which is my hometown, which is basically 30 minutes from Columbus. Drive 6 hours to get to the resort Gatlinburg Town Square in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. That was our resort. So my parents have like a timeshare, and I was invited to the vacation. So, but yeah, as far as the resort goes, when we got to the resort, it was pretty nice. There were some holes in the ceiling or whatever. There was like buckets of water, you know, there was water dripping when it rained. That was kind of concerning, but my parents told me that they're renovating the whole thing. So there's like $1 million project to renovate every room or something like that. I don't know if it's every room, but I know they're trying to renovate the place and make this place better because it definitely needs renovating. The place looks a little bit older. The only thing they had was like a hot tub and an indoor pool. The outdoor pool was not working because it was under maintenance or something, so that was crazy too. And yeah, we grilled on Sunday for that. We did the grill too. It was a charcoal grill. So there are a lot of interesting things when it comes to the resort. So I'm not going to really give my full resort review until the next time I go. Because I don't think it's fair to judge my experience before the renovations, because if there are renovations happening, the owners see the problem and are willing to fix it. That's a great set. So I'm going to give them that. And it was great walking distance from everywhere in Gatlinburg. So I walked to a lot of places. I have a mini golf rankings video. Like legit every one of those videos I walked to. It was crazy how much mini golfs within walking distance from my resort. But yeah, Saturday was just a traveling day. I ate Sheetz for breakfast. Had a huge breakfast. We stopped my sister and my brother because my parents went the day early because they didn't have to work, or they got work off. And then my brother and my sister had work and other activities to do, so us three children ended up all traveling the same day. They wanted to go to Chick-Fil-A, so stopped at Chick-Fil-A. I just got a water. I was so full, and I didn't have to drive, so it was pretty nice. I got to read this book, Invisibly Allergic, by Zoe Slaughter. That's her name. She's great. Follow her on Instagram or anywhere she's on. She's fantastic. Great follow. And yeah, I read her book the whole way. And then we stopped at a Buc-ees because I knew we were going to stop at a Buc-ees. So I was kind of saving I wasn't wanting to eat at Chick-fil-A because one, I was full from Sheetz. Two, I wanted to save for these beaver nuggets. We just walked around Buc-ees, you know, got gas, went to the bathroom and all that stuff. By the way, Buc-ees has the best bathrooms ever. They got so many stalls. Like, it's really nice. They have a great system when it comes to bathrooms, and trust me, You've probably seen it on social media too, that Buc-ees has great bathrooms, and I'm telling you what, they are legit. It's shocking how nice they are and how well maintained they are. And then, yeah, I got beaver nuggets and Dasani, and then hit the road because because we went through Kentucky to get to Tennessee, because it's Ohio, Kentucky, then Tennessee. So there was a Buc-ees in Tennessee and Kentucky. The one where I got beaver nuggets and Dasani water was in Kentucky. And then we left that Buc-ees to go straight to the other Buc-ees in Sevierville, which is the Smoky Mountains. And at that point, Joel, my brother, needed to get gas. So he needed to get gas. So we ended up at Buc-ees again, stretched and all that stuff. And then after that, we went to Cookout. Yeah, Cookout was really good. It was the first time I've ever had Cookout. My sister basically talked up Cookout like it was going to be the greatest thing ever. And the fries were really good. I love their fries. The fries were worth the hype. She really talked about the burgers being good, and the burgers were all right. It was nowhere near the best burger I've had, but it was still really, really good. I can't necessarily say it was a bad burger, but it wasn't like the world's best burger, if you know what I mean. But the fries were legit. I love their fries. I just go back for the fries. And quite frankly, I would get the burger again to see if it was just maybe they had a bad day cooking burgers. I don't know, but I was not the. It was good, not great for when it comes to the burgers. That's just my opinion. And yeah, I have food allergies. Ben's Allergy Restaurant Reviews is my other channel. I did an allergy restaurant review on Cookout. You could go check that out on my channel. And yeah, they have an allergen menu, and I have a dairy allergy, dairy, peanuts, tree nuts. And yeah, this channel basically just showcases my travels and my vacations. And I kept this separate from that just because, you know, I want to make one solely about food allergies, because I want people to look at my channel and know, all right, this guy talks about his vacations. Oh, this guy talks about his food allergies. Like, that's the reason why I have two separate channels for both of them, in case if you're wondering or if you're interested in it. But yeah, and then we made it to the resort. Great view. I was so impressed with the view to begin with. I was like, holy cow, this is crazy. And yeah, I kind of gave you the review of the resort. The view of from my balcony was incredible. That was awesome. And the location to Gatlinburg, because there was a pancake house I'm going to share with you on Tuesday when I talk about Tuesday. Yeah, it was 3 to 5 minute walk from that pancake house. And yeah, so it was great. It was absolutely fantastic location. Everything was, there was so much restaurants, so much to do within walking distance. All you had to do was walk, and you had some great activities to do. And yeah, and then we ended the night. So I remember staying in the cabin for a little bit. We just chilled at the cabin for a little bit. I remember watching Atlanta Braves, New York Mets on my phone, baseball. And then we went out and went to this drone show / fireworks show. The drone show was cool. I definitely did enjoy the drone show. I think that was pretty cool. There might have been a couple things where it's like, I don't know what this is, but the concept was cool. Like, I felt like that was really well done for the most part. Like, I really enjoyed the drone show. I think they did a great job with the drone show. And then the fireworks show. They basically did fireworks through the Space Needle, and I know there's probably forest fires and all that stuff. Maybe there's regulations. I don't know, but that was not a fireworks show. I was pretty disappointed. I was like, this is pretty lackluster when it comes to fireworks. I'm like, this is kind of disappointing, but at the same time, I don't know what's going on. They might have to work through restrictions, so I'll be a little bit easier on them about that one. And then, yeah, that was the day I got into bed and woke up the next day. So Sunday for 5. So basically, I woke up, we went to church. It was Smoky Mountain Christian Church. My family were family's religious and all that stuff, so we went there, spent about an hour or two there, and then we went to Gorilla Taco. They gave me the floor to pick restaurants because they knew my other channel, Ben's Allergy Restaurant Views. They knew that I'm a restaurant foodie, and they said, Ben, you pick. And I went to Gorilla Taco because I looked at Instagram to kind of see what restaurants people are liking and what influencers are saying and all that stuff, see what restaurants are trendy. And I found this Gorilla Taco. I'm like, this looks like a fun restaurant. And we went. It was a really good restaurant. Great view from my lunch. That was fantastic. It was great to have a nice view eating lunch. It was fantastic. I got carnita, sorry. I'm thinking of Anarchista, which is going to be later in the trip. I just gave you a hint, so hopefully you stick to the end to figure out what that hint was. But carne asada tacos. It was carne asada tacos with corn salsa. I got Mexican rice and beans. The beans were very spicy. I would say it was probably the worst thing I had at Gorilla Taco. The Mexican rice was the best thing I had, and then the second was the tacos, and then third was the chips and salsa. But yeah, I did a full allergy restaurant review on my channel, Ben's Allergy Restaurant Views. Go ahead and check that out for this restaurant. Yeah, so, and then the afternoon came. We went to Walmart to grab some stuff. I got myself a toothbrush. And then we got back to the resort, and I was like, you know what? I want to do something fun. It was raining and all that stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I want to figure out what to do. Because it was the Hillbilly Golf. That was the one thing I was wanting to do, is Hillbilly Golf. That was the thing I saw on Instagram, and if you view my other channel, my other video, on the channel, it will explain basically my rankings about Hillbilly Golf and why I wanted to do it so bad. I was gonna actually go there, but it started raining, and my brother went with me because he just wanted to go with me because, a lot of the rest of the family wanted to chill at the resort, and I was like, I didn't really want to chill at this resort. Like, I just wasn't wanting to go there. I was wanting to walk and explore the city of Gatlinburg, especially since I just got there. It's like, I want to go there. And then, we went to the Treasure Quest Golf because it was raining, and my brother was like, let's go to this Treasure Quest Golf. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. We played 18 holes of that, and then we walked around more, and then my brother wanted to do the Gatlin's high ropes course. I thought it was a mountain coaster at first, but then it was a high ropes course. We ended up doing that, the high ropes course. And I'm probably not the person for high ropes courses necessarily, because I was so scared that the suspender things were going to snap and I was going to die. Like, I was super scared. I only got through like one of the obstacles, and it was shaky. Like, a lot of the obstacles were shaky. I just didn't feel really safe doing it. People have different opinions on this. I'm just not a high ropes guy, and I learned that pretty fast. And I just stood up there and watched the view, and then I went back. And then my brother was still up there, and I ended up going to the Blacklight mini golf course, the 9-hole. Play that real quick, and then, like I said, I thought we'd be up there for a long time. Then it's like, well, it looks like that he's going to be up there, so I was thinking in my head, well, I'm going to go to Blacklight Mini Golf. I played that. It was a lot of fun, too. It was just one of those things where it's like, man, I really thought I was going to go to do some blacklight mini golf. It just didn't work out that way, unfortunately. And then helped Dad grill out hamburgers and brat burgers. And then, yeah, I'm back to my resort, eating at the resort for dinner. And then we just basically watched some baseball, or I watched some baseball, and then we played cards for the rest of the night. There's a game called Shanghai that we played. And yeah, that was that. And then Monday morning, woke up, got breakfast. I forgot to include breakfast on Sunday too. I ate Pop-Tarts for breakfast. Pop-Tarts and oat milk was the big breakfast thing, except on Tuesday where we went to that Pancake house. We got a $20 coupon. It was like a $10 arcade voucher. It was a Circus Golf of 18 holes. It was indoor mini golf, a shoot-up cinema that was $70, and then the Amazing Mirror Maze. So all that was for $20. It was a heck of a deal for 5 people. It was absolutely incredible. You did have to walk a couple feet down to get to the Mirror Maze and the Circus Golf. So there was a walking distance, and then the other building was the arcade and the 7D shooting. I will say the mini golf, or the Circus Golf, was the best thing there. I would say probably the second thing was the Mirror Maze. The arcade was free, and then I'd say the last was probably the cinema, the shoot-up cinema. The timing was off. I wasn't sure what I was shooting. I was just shooting. I didn't know what I was doing in that one. But again, I'm sure if I'm more educated on it next time, I might know what to do. So, but again, it was kind of fun because you got to put your seatbelt on, and I felt like it was a little bit of an amusement ride, like you're riding a roller coaster in a way, but it wasn't riding a roller coaster. Like it was interesting because you put on a movie and you basically shoot at the movie. So it's an interesting concept. And then we ate lunch at the resort, and I watched some FIFA World Cup, and we went to Hatfield and McCoy's for dinner. Went to that dinner show real quick. It was an interesting show. The food's good. I like the food. They made my meals safe from my allergies, and my mom also had allergies. So my mom called in a couple weeks in advance, and she got me food and all that stuff. So I got bread, fruit, rotisserie chicken, potatoes and corn on the cob. And yeah, we were actually going to go play Scooby-Doo mystery putt in Gatlinburg because we were done. We were in Pigeon Forge because that's where Hatfield and McCoy's is. But since we thought it was going to rain, I said, you know what? There's a place called Cinnaholic. It's got like plant-based cinnamon rolls that are dairy-free. I ended up getting Cinnaholic. I have an allergy restaurant review about that too. Go check that out on Ben's Allergy Restaurant Reviews. I got like a chocolate cookie monster, or it's a cookie monster. It's got like chocolate chip cookie dough, chocolate chips. Like it was incredible cinnamon roll. It was so awesome. And what was awesome too was the old school cinnamon roll. It was just cinnamon roll icing. It was fantastic too. That was a really good place for dessert. I was like, man, this is an incredible place for dessert. There's Cinnaholics across America. Not in Ohio, or not in Columbus, Ohio, unfortunately. But if there's one in Columbus, I will probably be going there all the time because it was really that good. And then we came back, watched the World Cup. This was when USA lost to Belgium, so that was kind of disappointing to watch that. And then just watched popcorn, kind of ended the night on that note. And then I began next morning and to Log Cabin Pancake House. This is Tuesday, let's see, 4/7, Tuesday 4/7. And we began the day at Log Cabin Pancake House. And yeah, I got hash browns, bacon, and sausage. I did a restaurant review about the Log Cabin Pancake House. Please go check that out on Ben's Allergy and Restaurant Reviews. But yeah, the food was good. I enjoyed the food. I wish that there was more dairy-free pancake options. I tried looking everywhere for dairy-free pancake options in the Smokies. I just couldn't find anything, really. that was definitive. Yes, they serve dairy-free pancakes. Like, I wasn't necessarily sure about it, but if you know that there's a place that serves dairy-free pancakes, please let me know in the comment section. I definitely would appreciate that. And then we spent the whole day at Dollywood riding roller coasters, Wild Eagle, Mystery Mine, Lightning Rod, Daredevil Falls, and Big Bear Mountain. I played some arcade games like the 3-point shootout game and all types of other games. Won these prizes. I won a baseball, stuffed animal thing, and a basketball. And yeah, and the food there was good too. I went to this dogs and taters stand and got a foot-long hot dog. That was a Nathan's foot-long hot dog and curly fries. They were great. I enjoyed that. And then I walked around the park for food. I went to the Sweet Treats place to get churro fries. They were pretty good too. Really good. And then, yeah, I ended up eating at Hickory House Barbecue. I got the Big Bear sandwich, which was like pork and beef, I believe. That's like a sandwich. And then I got potatoes too, fried potatoes. Really good. And then my brother went and brought cinnamon bread because I saw on the allergen menu that they had like cinnamon bread here. So actually, I'll put it right here, the cinnamon. I can't even believe that this is dairy-free. Like, I'm so shell-shocked that this is dairy-free. I can't even. It's the make-contain stuff. If you're nervous about make-contain stuff, don't eat it. But I've been able to tolerate stuff that says make-contain dairy. Everybody's allergies works different. You just got to learn what yours is. And, obviously, I explain more of that on the Ben's Allergy Restaurant Reviews. But, yeah, the food was so good. The cinnamon bread was the best thing I had at Dollywood, hands down. That thing was so freaking good. And it's viral. Everybody says the same thing. So it's nothing that nobody else says. It's so good. Yeah, I can't believe it was dairy-free. Had no allergic reactions. And I will spoil this part. I had no allergic reaction to any of the food I had on this trip. So, yeah, it was great. Yeah, and then we ended the night with a fireworks show that was significantly better than the Gatlinburg one, and the drone show, which I would say is better than Gatlinburg too. But yeah, like I told you earlier, it might have to do with regulations, but that was a lot of fun. And then we went to bed because it was an exhausting day. We spent the whole day at Dollywood. So yeah, and then ate breakfast the next morning. I went out of the resort. My family was doing other stuff. I went and rode the Ripley's Mountain Coaster. It was my first ever mountain coaster. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that one. I was nervous because I was like, oh, I hope I know how to brake and stop every day, and hopefully, because the last thing I wanted to do is crash. Like, there was one point where I thought I was going to crash, but you're not going to crash. As long as you follow the directions, move forward, pull the things forward. Because I was in the middle of I couldn't film, obviously, and I don't have meta glasses yet to film my experience at the mountain coaster. But it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that. And then I went to Davy Crockett's Mini Golf. I played 36 holes. There, I was saving the Hillbilly Golf because it was Ripley's Golf. Then you walk, because I walked from my resort to the Ripley's Mountain Coaster. Then it was to the Hillbilly Golf. But I was, at this time, Wednesday, 7/8, I believe, our family was planning on going to the Hillbilly Golf because I talked about it so much. So I walked past the Hillbilly Golf and went all the way down, basically to the edge of town, at the edge, like the very edge, and I think it was by like a Flapjack's Pancake House in a resort. Ripley's Davy Crockett Mini Golf. That was the one I played. That was so much fun. I played 36 holes of both the Fort Crockett and I believe the Village Golf Course. Yeah, it's Village Golf Course, Mini Golf Course, and Fort Crockett Golf Course. I had so much fun playing that. That was a lot of fun. And then I walked all the way back to Gatlinburg to do North China Restaurant. Yeah, I got some sweet and sour pork and fried rice. Again, all these restaurants are going to be on an allergy and restaurant review basis on this. By the time I have this posted, hopefully all the restaurant reviews are on my Ben's Allergy Restaurant Reviews channel, but if they're not, don't worry, I'm getting to them. I'm hoping to get them by the end of the week whenever I'm filming this. I'm filming this video right now on Sunday. I hope to have it done by the end of the week. So yeah, that's kind of mind inking. But I got a lot to do, a lot of restaurants, lots of attractions. So I've been busy trying to edit all the videos and all that stuff and put it for you guys. And then after lunch, because we had about 40 minutes before I had to meet her family for the Hillbilly Golf. And yeah, I went to Parrot Mountain Mini Golf thinking that we were going to meet. And then after I got done with the Parrot Mountain Mini Golf, I get a phone call from my brother. He's like, well, the Hillbilly Golf's too busy. We're not going to be able to do that, buddy. And he's like suggesting the Parrot Mountain Mini Golf course, which is what he did. He was not real happy with me, just to say the least, on that one. And I was like, all right. And then I was like, well, there's a Ripley Super Fun Zone that has a mini golf course. We can do that. It's indoors. So we went and did that real quick. Me, my dad, and my brother did the Ripley Super Fun Zone, the 80s themed one, 90s themed one. So yeah, I did that real quick. Walked through Gatlinburg and all that stuff to get back to the resort, because we were going to Knoxville, which is about an hour from the resort, to watch a Knoxville Smokies game. But we first went and stopped at Iron Forge Brewing Company. I think there are locations in the Smokies as well for that, Iron Forge. It was a great restaurant. I got wings and fries, celery, and carrots. Boy, I was stuffed. That was a lot of food, but it was so good. It's so worth it. Everything was fresh, hot, amazing. It was a great quality of food. And yeah, then I went to Covenant Health Ballpark. It's actually a new ballpark, so I was there chilling out, watching the Smokies play, and they actually won 9-6 over I think it's Biloxi Shuckers. They're from Mississippi, so I believe it's the Biloxi. But again, I'm not from Mississippi. I don't really know how to pronounce that name, but they are called the Shuckers. You probably know what I'm talking about, so maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment section. So yeah, I went to Andy's Frozen Custard. I got some Zarlengo's Italian Ice. That was the only thing that was dairy-free at Andy's Frozen Custard. But before that, we went to Walmart to get water for our resort, because we were running out of water. So my brother suggested he wanted ice cream because he runs 100 degrees. He runs very hot. He wanted the ice cream, something to cool down from the baseball game. So he's like, well, there's this Andy's Frozen Custard that's open. And sure enough, we went there and we ate food. They got custard. They said it was an amazing custard. For me, I couldn't eat it because I have a dairy allergy, and that doesn't quite work. And the only thing that was dairy-free was this Zarlengo's Italian Ice that they had, and it was a strawberry Italian Ice. It was really good. I really enjoyed it, though. Can't complain about it. And then after that, Andy's run, we went to bed, and then the next morning, Thursday, 7/9. I can't believe it's Thursday already. The vacation's almost over. It's the last full day of vacation before we got to travel the next day. And in the morning, we had a triumph of going to the Anakista. Yeah, it was so much fun. Me, my dad, and my brother went to Anakista while my sister and my mom went shopping. So, but yeah, everybody seemed to enjoy Anakista. The treetop skywalk's really cool. We went through that twice to see if we could see any bears and all that stuff. We didn't see any bears, but it was still an incredible views of the Smoky Mountains. And so basically Anakista is like a theme park on the mountain. It's really fun. You get up on this lift to go to Anakista. It is so much fun. And I did a whole allergy and restaurant review about Anakista's food too, because I did end up getting a snack because I was looking through their allergen menu. They only had a couple restaurants, it seemed like. Like, they didn't have a full allergen menu. but they had an allergen menu for some of the restaurants. But I was able to get Idaho potatoes. I asked the person there to see if the Idaho potatoes would be dairy free, and stuck carnita potatoes. Well, that was fantastic. The carnita potatoes was absolutely amazing. It was so incredible. It was actually the best thing I ate at the Smokies. No cap. It was either that or the cinnamon bread at Dollywood. Those were the two best things that I had at the trip. It was unbelievable. And it's definitely something I hope that they have when I come back. Because, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, and then after Anakista, we went back to the resort for a little bit. I ate some lunch at the resort. Filmed a couple product reviews for Ben's Allergy and Restaurant Reviews. Again, you could go check that out. It was for the Cinnamon Caramel Super Stuffed Pop-Tarts in the Kroger Peach Rains. My parents bought me the Pop-Tarts in Tennessee, and I bought the Kroger Peach Rains when I was in Ohio at a Kroger. So, yeah, and then I had sausage and potatoes to round out my lunch. It was fantastic, fantastic lunch. And then I walked all the way to Hillbilly Golf because the rest of my family went to Cades Cove, and I have to sit in the middle seat, and I was like, I really don't want to be in the middle seat, and plus I wanted to do that rankings video, so I was very dead set on going to do mini golf, so they allowed me to just go by myself to go Hillbilly Golf. So went to Hillbilly Golf by myself, played one half of the course because I was going to play the other half, but it was so busy all the time, hence why it was so hard to find time for the Hillbilly Golf, because you literally went up an incline to go play mini golf. It was so much fun. It was a blast. It was a blast. And then I walked because I wanted to do the Gatlin's outdoor one, because the Gatlin has the 9-hole mini golf that I played there. Gatlin's is old, dang, it's fun. And then I have reviews about that on the channel. And then I went and I played both of the the courses here. It was an old mountain trail course and a Old Town Square course for the Gatlin's outdoor mini golf. It was 36 holes, played both of them. It was a lot of fun. Oh man, I played so much mini golf on Thursday. It was insane because I played so much mini golf. I played 18 at Hillbilly. I played 36 at Gatlin the Gatlin's outdoor mini golf course. And then that's not it. That is not it for mini golf. Trust me. And then I'm going to go to Johnny Rockets. I ate dinner at Johnny Rockets. Ate some tater tots and a burger. And then we were meeting at the resort to 8 o'clock because we were going to go to Scooby-Doo Mystery Pot. So I have 36 at Gatlin's, 18 at Hillbillies, and then 36 at Scooby-Doo's Mystery Putt. It was a lot of fun. There was a Coolsville mine, and there was a cemetery one, like a haunted one. The haunted one I did so much better. It was the Coolsville Cemetery. I did way better at that one. That was more enjoyable at the Scooby-Doo Mystery Putt than the Coolsville mine. That was just my opinion because, I mean, it was so busy at the Mystery Putt that it was crazy. I mean, it took us over 3 hours to get done. It was actually really crazy. I did not think it would take us that long, but it was just so busy. We were standing a lot at the time because there was just so many people mini golfing. It was absolutely insane. And it was evening, and at night it was fantastic. Like, it was really cool. I really enjoyed. Like, it was one of the cool. And then just playing with your family was so awesome too. Yeah, that was the last thing I did. So I'm actually going to make a calculation on my phone real quick. So we did 36 at Scooby-Doo, 36 at Gatlin's, and then 18 at Hillbilly Golf. I played 90 holes. 90 holes of mini golf on Thursday. 90 holes. I am a mini golf connoisseur, if you didn't know that already. I love mini golf. It's one of the funnest things to do. It's easy to do by yourself or with family. Like, it's incredibly convenient. And yeah, I've did so many holes of mini golf. during the week. Honestly, I wouldn't want it any other way because mini golf is the best. I love mini golf, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. And then that was the end of Thursday. We got in pretty late, so we got back to the resort because I will say it's about 20 minutes from Pigeon Forge to Gatlinburg because of traffic. So be prepared for traffic when you go to the Smoky Mountains because it's a tourist area, tourist trap. There's just so much to do there. And then next day we're checking out. We checked out at a hotel around 10, or the resort at 10. And then we went to the Apple Barn and Cider Mill to get some stuff real quick. My sister had a friend that loved this place, and the friend wanted some stuff from there, so we ended up doing that and getting stuff for ourselves too. For Ben's Allergy Restaurant Reviews, I have apple fried pies. The apple fried pies are dairy free, and the Granny Smith apple gummy bears, those are also dairy free too. I made sure to get that and review those for my Ben's Allergy Restaurant Reviews. Please go check that out. And then we ate lunch at CC's Pizza in Pigeon Forge, and I got deep dish pizza with pepperoni, green peppers, and sausage. That was the pizza I got. And then I got wings too. The wings were fantastic. The wings really stole the show. I remember eating CC's as a kid. It was nostalgia. It was one of the few places I could eat as a kid. They used to have dairy-free cinnamon rolls, but they put dairy in the cinnamon roll dough because you used to get the cinnamon rolls without the icing because the dough was safe and everything, the sugar was safe. But they put dairy and they put butter in the dough, so I can't eat that anymore. But again, at CC's, it's still nostalgic. And this version had a weird, like I thought they were going to bring my pizza to a table, like I get a personal pizza to my table, but they put it on the buffet. So it was actually my first time having a deep dish pizza, but it was an interesting experience because I had somebody with food. I was just like, well, this is not how I remember CC's. But again, it might just be this location. I have no idea. There's one in Gatlinburg and in Sevierville. I hope next time I go, I will try to go to the one in Gatlinburg to see if there's any difference. Just checking, and then we drove all the way back from Pigeon Forge to Ohio. And then, yeah, we stopped at a Buc-ees, the same Buc-ees in Kentucky. I think it's Richmond, Kentucky. The Buc-ees in Richmond, Kentucky, I believe. That's the one we stopped at. I just stretched. My brother got gas. Yeah, I didn't get anything at that Buc-ees. I just wanted to go to the bathroom and stretch and all that stuff. And then got back into the car and went to Skyline Chili. I also read all this book on the way too. Yeah, since I didn't have to drive, getting books it's one of the few times where I read a book because, well, it's the car, all 5G and all that stuff. It's like, you know what? And plus the books were good. I was interested in the reads, so it was good. I definitely do enjoy reading on a long trip because it gives me something to do. And yeah, so we ended up making a stop at Skyline Chili for dinner. My family loves this place, and I do too. It's a great place. It really is a great place to eat. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I might have had a couple allergic reactions as a kid, but other than that, I mean, it's been really consistent. Like, they have an allergen menu. Like, they've gotten better with food allergies. Like, the crackers used to have dairy. I remember getting allergic reaction to crackers. The buns used to have dairy, but they got rid of dairy on both of them. So I'm like, well, Skyline's giving me more options. So I have probably more of a favorable view of Skyline, maybe as a kid. But Skyline's always been something that my family loves. It's just, I've always grew up eating there. It's just one of those things that whenever there's a family road trip, we're probably going to Skyline. That's probably one of the things that's getting thrown out there. It's great. I think it was the one in Lebanon, Ohio. Yeah, I got a coney dog. You could get coney dogs without the cheese, and then fries, and then crackers. It was great. No allergic reactions there. And then that was the end of the trip. So we went from Lebanon to Marysville, and that was it. That was legit it, the trip. Yeah, it was was a great vacation. So that's basically all my vacation. And a lot of the nights before bed, I would watch Family Guy on Comedy Central, and then there might be a couple episodes of South Park too. So that helped me go to sleep a little bit too. So yeah, it was great because there was a TV in my bedroom, the living room, and my sister's bedroom, and my parents' bedroom. So yeah, wanted to add that fact real quick. And yeah, that's everything that I've done on my vacation that I can think of. Yeah, it was a fun vacation. I took a break from social media doing the Traveling Ben and the Ben's Allergy Restaurant Reviews. I do it every day on Ben's Allergy Restaurant Reviews. So it was, if you do follow me on Ben's Allergy Restaurant Reviews, you probably knew that I was on a social media break. It was great to take that break to spend some time with family and just film this content, because holy cow, this content would have been a lot on my vacation to be able to upload the content. Like, I'd be losing my vacation time by working on this content, and it's like, I want to be present doing this stuff. And then after the vacation, we're going to post and maybe film more videos that we did. So yeah, this is kind of my thing about it. Again, great vacation. Didn't want to be on social media. Took a social media break. Completely closed social media for a week. It was great. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, wow, I can't believe it. I can't believe I shut down social media for a week and had a great week, you know. I mean, I love doing social media. I love being on social media, but it's like sometimes it can be addicting, and sometimes it could be so addicting and so great that it can take away from even greater things, you know what I mean? Like, you probably know what I'm saying, but yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. That this vacation was awesome. That I filmed every day, and it was a lot. It was a lot of things to do. It was a Saturday through Friday vacation, so there's just a lot to do. It was a great time to spend with my family. It's definitely, I think hopefully in the next year or two, I'll look back at this trip and say, wow, this was a great trip. This was awesome. It was great to be able to take a step back and travel somewhere. And it just reminds me why I love traveling so much, is because it reminds me of my greatest moments with my family, laughing and having fun and all that stuff, and also going on solo adventures, just visiting cool places. I love visiting cool places and watching sporting events. Like, that's basically my channel on the Traveling Ben, is just where I'm traveling, where I'm headed to. And I do this as kind of like a hobby type of thing. And I hope someday in the future I can continue to travel to more cool places and see more things. And I have this channel so you could see it too, and you could come along with me as well, because maybe not everybody can travel, so the least I could do is help somebody else out that wants to travel but can't because of whatever reason, time, disability, you name it. I don't know your life, I don't know your circumstances, but and also, I guess it gives you an idea of things to visit, things to do when you're in the Smokies or wherever I'm traveling to. I'll do fun things to do in Columbus because I live in Marysville, which is near Columbus. So I'll definitely check out things in Columbus for you guys to do too. So yeah, if you're interested, please subscribe, share this with your friends, turn on YouTube notifications so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Thank you so much for watching this 45-minute video. Wow, I can't believe I talked this long about this vacation. That's how much I did during this vacation. And yeah, let me know what other places I should go to. Oh, again, I probably will want to go there, but I got time because I have a job. I have a full-time job at a warehouse, and I only have like 2 weeks and 3 personal days off a year, so I can't take a huge vacation. Like, maybe I could do like a day or something too, and money constraints too. Money and time's pretty much the biggest factors of why people can't travel. And yeah, I could travel a little bit, but I can't travel a whole lot because I'm not super rich either. But I have enough money to do cool travel things. I have enough money to do some cool things and travel 2 weeks a year, and maybe like 3 or 4 weekend trips a year too. That's about how much money I have for to do some stuff. And yeah, I will definitely be sharing every day. And yeah, I definitely want to be sharing stuff from my vacations from my childhood too. Yeah, definitely keep posted. Keep following me on socials to keep up to date to my work on YouTube. Yeah, turn on that bell so you can get updated and notified when I come up with a new video to keep up with me. And yeah, thank you so much for watching to the end. If you made it here, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed my vacation, and hopefully my vacation inspired you to do something cool while you're in the Smokies too. And I'll see you in the next video I do. Goodbye.